Hi guys, you're really welcome to this channel, narcscon, on which we discuss all things in relation to narcissistic abuse and understanding narcissism, to protect ourselves going forward and to retrospectively understand what we have been through if we've been in relationships with narcissists. So it's really vital information to some people to get them out of the deep despair that we all go into when we've been narcissistically abused. It's a life-saving information. So please consider, if you're new, liking and sharing and subscribing. And thank you so much for your ongoing, continued, loyal support for people that have been here for quite some time, and the contributions down in the comments section. Vital information there that other people share on their experiences. Today, I would like to get into an unusual, probably, subject in relation to narcissism and being in a relationship, particularly an intimate relationship with a narcissist. It's a question that's come up a few times, and it's what happens when the target or the victim of the narcissist in the relationship actually cheats on the narcissist, and not the more usual and other way around, where narcissists by their nature cheat in any case, cheat in the relationships, emotionally, practically, financially, etc., and often physically, often line people up physically and have physical relationships, cheating basically when you're in a relationship with them. It's much more unusual when the narcissist partner, the normal person or the empath, would cheat on the narcissist. But it does happen, and let's get into that, why it happens and what the narcissist does, how it affects the narcissist, and how the narcissist views it and uses it going forward in the relationship. It's very interesting, but if you understand how narcissists deal with different situations, you will get a good, firm understanding of narcissism, and you won't actually need to watch many more videos because you kind of know what the narcissist would predictably do in a situation. Remember, narcissists think differently to the way you think, so you cannot transpose your way of thinking onto the narcissist, or you'll get totally confused as to why they do what they do. So let's get into it. Okay, so a person has been in a relationship with a narcissist, let's say an intimate relationship with a narcissist. Now, narcissistic abuse is very subtle. It's very slow building and subtle, and it is like this so that the target, so that you don't suspect that you're being abused. It's kind of a slow brainwashing process where you're groomed to react in certain ways, and the narcissist has manipulated situations to teach you how to behave in certain circumstances. And that basically means they push and they pull, they reward certain behaviors, they give you trouble then when you adopt certain behaviors, like maybe putting boundaries in or asking for your needs to be met. You gradually learn not to do that. So that's just basically a summary of how narcissists manipulate the victim slowly and subtly so you don't realize you're being abused, and how they reward and how they love bomb so that you feel the person loves you, but don't realize that you're becoming smaller and smaller and smaller in the relationship, and it's all about the narcissist's needs and what they want, and you are focused even then on their needs and not your own, to have peace in the relationship, and for the narcissist to, for that good feeling the narcissist gives you when you get love bombed. You're basically addicted to a drug, but you feel like you're in love with this person. What happens then with some people is the devaluation stage sets in, and because we don't understand narcissistic abuse, we believe still that the person loves us, but we're not feeling good about ourselves because basically they've scattered us, they've broken us down into small parts, they're controlling us without us realizing we're being controlled. So we become deeply unhappy, deeply needy, deeply dependent on them to a certain extent, without realizing that we have sunk this low. Because we're addicted to the push and the pull and the manipulations and the emotional manipulations of the narcissist, and because we believe we love this person, but we're feeling very bad, we know that we should be leaving the situation. We know that ultimately we're not happy. There's an awful lot of drama in the relationship. The narcissist may have left us a few times. There's an uneasy feeling and a deep unhappiness within us. But because we've been psychologically brainwashed into thinking that this is a love affair, this is the love of our life, and we need each other, we keep coming back together, it often makes it very difficult for the target of this abuse to actually physically leave the relationship. This is where some of us can get caught out. You may become vulnerable in a situation that you would normally never even contemplate cheating on a partner. You have a high level of integrity, a high level of faithfulness. It would be totally out of character, but you find yourself in a situation and you cheat. I believe when this happens, you are subconsciously trying to find a way of leaving the person that you're with. You don't understand what's been going on, but you know deep down somewhere that this relationship is not right for you. The difference between targets of narcissists cheating and narcissists cheating is narcissists usually will keep the cheating totally secret, will not want you to find out about it. The difference between the target cheating is that they feel dreadful about the cheating, that it is out of character, that they feel that they can't keep it to themselves, and they often confess what they've done because it's not in their nature to be duplicitous. It's not in their nature to keep things hidden. They feel absolutely dreadful and awful about what they've done, and they bring this to the table with the narcissist, saying they're really sorry, they don't know what happened, and they actually don't know what happened because they're not aware of how emotionally manipulated they have been. You would think, guys, that the narcissist would, immediately end the relationship. You would think kind of that most people would end a relationship, or that there would be certainly an awful lot of discussion as to should the relationship continue or not. And I know some people in relationships, there is cheating, and some people do overcome it and work things out and go on to have good relationships. But that's in a normal situation. This is not a normal situation. So initially the narcissist is, narcissistically injured. How dare this person cheat on them? In the reverse, with the narcissist cheating, that's acceptable because the narcissist is entitled to do what they want. But for the victim to cheat, initially it's a narcissistic injury. However, if the narcissist is still invested in continuing the relationship with you, they will use your cheating to their advantage. And here is the funny twist, or funny would perhaps not be the right word for it, the unusual twist that you wouldn't probably think coming from a normal person's thinking perspective. The narcissist will harness what they see as your weakness, and they will use it to control you further and to extract the supply from you that they came to get, if they have not succeeded already. So this narcissist may have come to their victim to obtain marriage, to obtain some kind of financial gain, to obtain status, to, for you to elevate them, to give them the next step up on the career ladder. If they haven't gained from you what they came to gain from you, or if you perhaps offer them a wonderful future ahead, they will suck up your cheating, because remember, they don't actually care about you. They see situations as situations arise, as how they can make situations advantageous to them. So whereas a normal person would be really hurt by the cheating, and actually you, the target of the narcissist, are distraught at not wanting to bring pain to your narcissistic partner, thinking that there is this shared love. You're distraught at, what you've done. You have great remorse for what you've done. You want to make it up to the narcissist because you feel how you would feel if they cheated on you. And the narcissist knows this. So again, if the narcissist has not extracted what they came to extract from their target, they will use the target's cheating to control the target strongly and further into the relationship in order to gain what they came to the relationship for. They will beat you up for the cheating. They will use your remorse against you. They will agree to forgive you for what you have done. And remember, the awful twist in this is, if you hadn't been emotionally abused by this person, you wouldn't have felt the need to try and escape in whatever way you could. Now, I'm not condoning cheating. Cheating is never going to bring anyone any advantage. It's only going to hurt. But in this case, it's not the narcissist that it hurts. It's the person that cheated that it's going to hurt. Because you will do your damnedest to make it up to the narcissist, even though they were actually, without abdicating personal responsibility for cheating, they will have driven you nearly to this point of desperation where you gave in to the vulnerability. It is your responsibility for the cheating, but what I'm trying to say is, without being with a narcissist, you would never have done this. So the narcissist will basically hook you for quite some time to come, and will look for even a commitment from you. They may even bring you to the point where, before they were trying to bring you to the point maybe to marry them or to sign them up for something, and you were pulling further back and ended up cheating. Now they will do reverse and come at you from the other corner and hook you in this way by your guilt. They'll use your guilt and shame against you, and they will basically have you down on the ground begging them to forgive you, working much harder on the relationship, and possibly giving them a commitment that you weren't ready to give and that you were having doubts about giving. So that's basically the narcissist forgiving the target for cheating in a situation. It elevates them, even though they don't deserve an elevated position, because they're emotional manipulators and they don't care about you or love you. You basically have given the narcissist yourself on a plate by giving in to your vulnerability. Instead of standing your ground with the narcissist, implementing your boundaries, or actually leaving them when you knew there was something wrong in the relationship. There's absolutely no blame here in relation to, why you didn't just physically leave the relationship. The emotional and psychological and spiritual manipulations that a narcissist will put a non-suspecting, loving human being through are horrendous. They are torturous and they're intricate. And if you don't understand narcissism, you haven't much chance of working it out easily. And a lot of people get caught by looking for an escape route, maybe subconsciously thinking that if you tell the narcissist you've cheated, they will end the relationship for you, something that you didn't feel you had the strength to do. I believe our subconscious protects us. Our gut drives us forward and protects us. And we do things sometimes for a reason that's not conscious to us. But unexpectedly, the narcissist will not only not leave you for cheating if they still haven't extracted from you what they want, but they will use your cheating to their advantage and will try and control you further, control you harder, make you work harder in the relationship, and actually use it to extract a commitment from you that you were reluctant to give and that you were trying to escape from. It's a very intricate personality disorder, guys, but if you understand that every situation a narcissist comes across is not approached in the way you would approach it, is not felt in the way you would feel it. It's all about the narcissist's gain and using every and any situation that comes up to twist to their advantage, even though it doesn't seem to make sense to you. They will be gaining more control over you, and they will always manipulate situations in order to do so. So I hope that explains a strange situation that may occur with a narcissist. Until the next time, take great care of yourselves and click if you like the video and would like to hear more. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will notify you when I post. And it's usually twice a week when I can make videos at that level. Okay guys, I will see you again soon, and bye for now.